Excuse me? Hey! Excuse me! What are you doing here? The docks are closed to civilians at night. You're lost? Well, I don't think I've seen you here before. Are you new to the city, then? I see. No, don't worry about it. It happens to everyone. This place can be a real maze. In that case, why don't I help you find whatever place you're looking for? No, it's no trouble. I'm a member of the city guard. That's the sort of thing I do. Oh, where is it that you wanted to go? The Sleeping Ogre Inn. That's way on the other side of town. How did you end up here? Oh, you have direction. Let me see those, if you don't mind. Let's see. Turn right after you enter through the west gate. Left at the carpenter's shop. Follow Main Street until... Ah, I see the problem. You actually followed, Main Street, as in, the horse's mane. That would bring you here. But you actually wanted Main Street, as in the largest street in the city. Looks like whoever wrote this misspelled it. Oh, I agree. It's stupid to have such similar-sounding names, but that's how they're known, and, well, it's hard to convince locals to change it when it's been like that their whole lives, really. All right, then, follow me. I'll get you to your place. So, what brings you here? Being the royal city, it's not uncommon to get visitors, of course, but, well, you don't strike me as the type of person who usually comes here. Mostly we get, the uppity nobles looking to find favor with the king, and that and merchants. You seem a bit more down to earth, if you'll, excuse me for judging your appearance. Oh, historian, huh? I bet you're here because of the Royal Library, huh? That should be perfect for you. The king has made education a big priority, so the library is well-stocked and very well-funded. You won't find a better place for doing research. You don't sound too enthusiastic. May I ask what's wrong? Uh-huh. Well, that makes sense. If you come from a small town, the largest city in the kingdom is going to be awfully intimidating. I won't lie to you, it's a different experience. I was born in a tiny little village and came here looking for something different. Yes, it was pretty unnerving at first. Everything moving so fast, constantly surrounded by strangers. But you get used to it, though. There are a lot of perks, lots of opportunities, lots of resources. I think you'll grow to like it if you give it some time. But, I'm sure you're not here to listen to some guard babble on about themselves. I bet you're curious about the royal city, right? Yes, that's true. It doesn't have a true name aside from, quote, the royal city. The kingdom's founder didn't want there to be a capital city at all, actually. He felt it wasn't fair for one city to benefit from that sort of influence. Unfortunately, it wasn't very realistic. Eventually, the castle needed ports, and the ports needed warehouses, and the workers needed places to eat and sleep. But out of respect for his wishes, this place was never declared, officially a city. It's technically considered an extension of the castle over there. Yeah. Oh, I guess it makes sense you'd already know that, being a historian and all. Anyway, it's a great city to live in, you know. The king has done a great job running the place. He's done he's done a great job of running it, even without a spouse to help, him. Apparently, he never found anyone that suited his standards. Of course, there are rumors that, I probably shouldn't say. It's not becoming of a guard to be gossiping about royalty. And anyway, it hardly matters. We couldn't ask for a better ruler. Me? Oh, no. Like I said, you don't want to know about me. I'm basically interchangeable with every other guard in the city. Nothing interesting. All right. Well, you got me. Well, I already told you I moved from a village. My father was a woodcutter. Pretty well respected in the village, and since I was the eldest of his 3 children, he wanted me to follow in his footsteps. But for some reason, I always wanted to feel like I was doing more. That's not to say what he was doing wasn't important. I mean, of course, there's always a demand for wood, but it didn't feel important enough to me. I wanted to feel like I really was making a difference in the world. It was probably all the stories of brave knights that my mother would tell us, as kids. I could never get enough of those. I wanted to be a valiant knight in shining armor, just like the ones in the stories. Of course, that was sort of a hopeless dream. I mean, in this kingdom, knighthood is something for nobles. It's something of a hereditary position. Some might call it nepotistic, but, I mean, you can't just gain a title through hard work and determination. But, still, I decided to get as close to it as I could. I came all the way out to the royal city and enlisted with the city guard, I had originally planned to join the army after I got some experience, but, well, after meeting a couple of veterans, I decided against it. Becoming an infantryman doesn't really give you the same experience as a knight, I hear. Anyways. And yeah, I'll admit, sometimes I still feel a bit underwhelmed. Being a guard is good work. I do feel like I'm making a bigger difference than I would have back home. But it's not quite what I always dreamed of. I just want to matter. I did hear about something promising, but... I mean, who am I kidding? Oh, nothing. It's just, one of the noble houses didn't have, I guess they don't have anyone in the family suited to knighthood, so, well, they said they were going to take applicants for someone to be a knight to represent them. They don't want someone from a rival house if they can help it, so they're allowing commoners to apply. Well, sure, but do you know how many people will be jumping at the chance? What are the chances that I'd actually make it? I mean, I don't want to set myself up for disappointment, if I'm being honest. Well, That's not a bad point. I probably would always wonder whether I could have done it. So, the real problem is, you can't just be a good fighter. I mean, I'm actually pretty confident in my skills in that regard. I'm the best, swordswoman in the garrison. But there's a lot of ceremony and ritualism to being a knight. You know, they're actually more interested in someone who can make them look good as opposed to someone who can fight, since they feel that the latter is more easily taught. Somebody who's intelligent, brave, well-mannered. That's the part that actually worries me, kinda. I mean, it's really nice of you to say. But you just barely met me. If you knew me better, I mean, you'd probably find your confidence is, misplaced. Wow. I don't think anyone has ever told me that. Do you really think so? Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but, maybe I will try after all. Still, I'm a bit worried about it. I don't know all that much about nobles and what they expect. Oh, well, that's a good point. I guess as a historian, you know a lot about the noble's family history and social customs. Are you sure, though? Offering to tutor me on that, I mean, it's a lot to offer a complete stranger. Would you really do all that for me? In that case, well, I'd be crazy to say no, wouldn't I? Thank you. Thank you so much. This is so wonderful. Oh, and, here we are. Wow, that went by a lot faster than I thought it would. Well, I guess you're going inside now? You know, the sleeping ogre has really good food. Do you think maybe you might want to get some dinner with me before you turn in for the night? Yeah? Great. Let's go. Then I'll buy, of course. No, really. It's the least I could do. You've totally changed my perspective, and you made me believe in myself, and that's kind of priceless. Please, let me thank you properly. Well, after you.